2 things of eggs, 2 yogurts, well, my beef jerky, my milk, and cheese. $30. There was a big skirmish last night. Bear spray. These guys were beating on each other. This is the pro-Palestinian. Look at this. You know, decade after decade, we bail out also colleges, airports, and banks, and all this other shit. But mainly colleges, okay? And we just got done bailing quite a few out after the lockdown. Teachers get more and more money and everything. And this is being allowed to do this. And now we're bailing out students. And we're allowing this. These college board people, the ones that are in charge, should all be in prison for allowing this. We shouldn't be doing this. Not on our school systems. At any level. Elementary to collegiate. This is Annie Rose. She was also saying that there's adult males and hardly any students. Not even a student. We don't need to see a pork leg. Big D. Oh, God. Maybe you should shave. Damn. She doesn't know.
Right, that's, I think, thank you. That's just what we've gotten this morning. In terms of inside, they say that they were attacked last night by counter-protesters.
It is May 1st, 2024. It's about 8:30 in the morning. It's like 58 degrees. It's not going to be as warm as yesterday, but nonetheless, it's going to be nice. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's also May Day. For those of you that do not know what May Day is or have never experienced May Day, but if you live in the big cities, starting to spread even more. Holy crap! Damn! Dude! I'm a wrinkly motherfucker. Holy crap, I'm old. Hey, pushing early 60. I never really pay attention to myself. Except for my beanie. Bugs me. Yeah, no, it's the day when protests and labor protests and all about this and bringing awareness and hint, hint, we're going to be striking again this summer. I've always seen it to be that, you know, it's just a prelude to, hey, expect something this summer. Also, overnight, we've had a lot of bullshit with the protesters at USC? I think USC more right now. It's on the incendiary side, definitely. They got plywood boards, and aside from those kind of like galvanized bar barriers that they put in that latch, kind of like the hook type of thing, dealy, if you know what I'm talking about. And look. I'd say let them all fuck each other up to death, and whatever walks up, hey, we'll have Biden present them with a fucking free ice cream cone. Dude, oh my God. I'm tired because cuckoo job over here on my right. So I'm looking in my room. Past couple of nights, or last night though. I'd really hate to see what the room is looking like. All I hear is what seems to be like the chairs moving around here and there and banging, and then she opens the door and closes several times. And I went to go take my trash out. She always likes to... Isn't it kind of like illegal or like a fire hazard? Question, if you know any California fire laws or whatever, please let me know. The fire extinguisher box is right next to her front door. And for some reason or another, she likes to open it up and put shit in there. Sometimes kind of move the canister a little bit askew, and she puts weird shit in there or on top, and around her area is always trashy and stuff. Someone's trying to throw a bicycle frame yesterday. They left it in the dumpster bin. That tells me that some guest or some resident had a guest and they were doing something in there, just dumping their leftovers at our apartment building. Look at that. But no, I mean, look, how many decades now have we bailed out colleges? We're bailing out students and we're allowing this shit to happen, right? I mean, we bail out banks, we bail out airlines, schools, elementary schools, school systems, teachers front, teachers unions, this and this and that, and yet we're allowing this shit to happen in our country. They were violent against one another. No one was better than the other. It's kind of presumed that the pro-Israelis were kind of antagonizing. Either way, both sides were hitting each other with like poles and sticks. One guy was like all bloody and stuff. Several people were hurt. They're using fucking bear spray on one another. The one TikToker or Instagrammer, he's like, I don't know if it's police or whatever. I think he was a journalist or something. I can't tell if it's a police or whatever. And you can see from the lights of the back building, the spray coming out orange. With the big canister, it looks like one of those big water cans. You just see a big plume of arcing orange spray, and I'm like, fuck. Everybody choking and crying and tearing. I'm like, you guys are... You remind me of like grade school kids on the playground. Two fucking little boys fighting in the back in the playground, out in the back of the schoolyard, and the ring, a literal ring around the kids that are fighting out on the floor and ground or whatever, and just usually just more like wrestle moves until one tires out because they're both tuckered out anyway. But that's all I saw, and people like from within the barricade, from within their Chaz barricade. It's just like Chaz in Frisco. You see sticks and poles, kind of like a medieval Monty Python. I got a stick. Would you mind getting in closer so I can whack you upside the head? I'm like, you guys are like fucking kids, man. Seriously, you got... This is... One side definitely is more right than the other in the sense that they have more to fear. The other one, no, antagonist. And this morning they were asking, how many students, or are you student? It's like, no. So you know what? Fuck it. I would say, why don't they do a roll call? Why don't they do an internet or a cellular roll call? Find out where these students are. And the ones that don't reply as to where they are, assume that they're maybe part of this and have them expelled until further proof, or suspended. until further proof, and then expunge all that shit. Seriously. Or just make it that, well, ceremonies and graduation is not going to happen. Karen Bass already saw it too. She just made a declaration that, no, we're not going to have this kind of shit. No, that's not safe for anybody. Listen, Ratchet Kid, we know this. Duh. And if you would have let it go on, yeah, you would have seeded your future for sure. You already pretty much are. I think she's going to be like a one dildo fucking experience. Seriously. But anyway, that's this morning and last night. We got the orientation done. We got a lot of cool stuff. Got to know in just like 4 hours of orientation, virtual training and whatever. A little bit of here, a little bit of there. Like 4 or 5 different people that were speaking to us in different from different departments that we'll be really involved in and everything. Covered like basically where the lunches are, the areas that will be assigned for those of us that need to take our health registration for food handler cards. I being one of them, so I have to do that today after the virtual thing because I got the email this morning. And then I got to take an extra branding class because I am in a brand, the Harry Potter. So I think that's getting to know basically, and that's, those places are a little bit more, I think the areas are a little bit more tighter because they want to keep the experience and realism pertaining to that land to be as authentic as possible. Someone had said in the VR, asked, are Apple Watches allowed? And this is not for Harry Potter land, I understand. That's okay. Cell phones, you can have cell phones on it. Do not be on the cell phone. There's many ways of graduating and getting promoted in your job. And the quickest way to getting promoted to guest is doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah. Oh, hey, guess what? You've been promoted to guest because you're no longer working here. That's the way it was. There's plenty of ways of getting promoted to guest, and you don't want to do that. No, you don't. No, it's going to be a lot of work, my friends. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not bullshitting myself. Just the commute alone and the stress in that is going to be enough. Having to do, we were told already about, it takes, depending on what time of the moment that you come in, the trams open up early so you don't have to walk up the hill. So you'll have to wait anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes in between trips. So get there early, of course. It's kind of like when you live in snow country. Allow for the condition of the road. Allow yourself time. Allow yourself time. I can't create time. I can only fudge it. So that breaks the hydration. We have to get there a little early also because then we have to go to wardrobe, check out our costume or our outfit and whatever, get suited up, go in the change room, change out, report, and yeah, no, it's a lot of work. It's cool. It's really fucking cool. It's gonna be demanding. It's gonna be really fucking demanding. But this summer is gonna be, yeah. Can you see my face? Yeah. No. I will do my best to make the permanent move over because no, it's just really cool. We even and some of the benefits were just like perused over. There's other tons of stuff, and we get like 35% off Skechers shoes. What? Well, once again, we're all set. A couple of battery packs, extra earbuds, donuts, water, coffee. Oh man, I think today's gonna be a little bit longer because I have those extra things I gotta do. In the long run, it's better, I guess, than being up there. We were told that we should, for our best comfort, is to do these classes online, because the training, the training room that they have up there, they said that they always keep it cold. They said the biggest complaints from everybody that goes in there is that it's cold. I should have done it online when I had the chance. I'm gonna do it because Charlie's it's like 1:30 now. Wow. I'm sure that whole online training would be so much more enjoyable. I mean, I liked it. I mean, the people that have been doing this and doing that, the different speakers and everything, they're great. They're spunky, they're vibrant, they're just great young folks. It's just that I gotta come out here when it's still quite chilly and uncomfortable and it's breezy. So when there's no clouds, the breeze kicks up and it gets that much more colder. So hopefully things will change a lot quicker and we'll get the internet. Got to get the eyeglasses first. Definitely eyeglasses, just so I can get my my tinted, because this bright light is just too much. So we got one more online thing tomorrow morning. I'll get the email by morning time to find out. And then Friday we have our on-site tour and more information, a lot more hands-on. And I think we get our ID and name tag. And we are highly encouraged. Yeah, you know, once you get your badge, you know, check it out. Get to know where you're going to be located at more. They encourage that obviously, but we will be having fun. Oh, this was for the premiere yesterday. They did a really good job. I mean, they did a whole presentation. Guys jumping from a high crane, jumping around in the theater doing stunts. This is what I wish I could have seen, was the Beavis. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Learned a lot. It's funny how the general public we think and we forget ourselves when we're at an amusement park, especially a themed area or a specific themed park, and the different lands. So this one is, you know, they touched on a lot of stuff, and yeah, no, it was great. They so there's only, you kind of think that you're going to be speaking in an English accent. I, and those of us that are working in the certain areas, are not allowed to speak in an English accent. There's only certain members that are allowed to, like the train conductors, the shopkeeper. So there's only like four different areas within that land that they're allowed to speak that way. Didn't really say why, But it's one of those things that if you do, well, then you're working on your way to getting promoted to a guest. I would say because the fact is that they're actors, and they can pull off more of whatever it is that they're inclined, that they're supposed to be doing for that character in that specific area. So for us off the street, just getting new hired, it's a little bit more. We can't insert ourselves into the storyline. Like, we can't say we know a specific character or went to school. We can't do that. We can say we've heard or probably here or thereabouts, doing whatever. So there's no personal insertion that we can do into that storyline, which is good. It's really good because that covers, actually, if you think about it, a lot of legalese. Definitely encouraged to go there because we should be able to know more and more in depth. You know, the funny thing is, I'll be working not only at an amusement park. I was thinking about this last night when I was watching the news. I'm working at a place that my first wife would have probably liked to work. Actually, her dream was to work at Disneyland. Anywhere. As long as she was getting, you know, she was more of a Disney head than I was, that's for sure. It's just one of those weirdos. I'm like, okay, well, chill out. You know, I grew up with Disney too, and I'm not a Disney philiac or whatever the hell you call them. And the other one, Harry Potter, I got to know with Harry Potter because she was into it. She was already reading I think she had already read the first 2 books. And when the movie came out, oh yeah, we were all into it. That's how I got into it, was because of her. So she would have loved to have met J.K. Rowling and everything. So I'm sure she'll find out. But for me to be working either at Disney or with anything Harry Potter, oh, green. Green is, yeah, oh yeah. She'd be, I could probably feel my feet or pain, voodoo doll pain. No, yeah, she's very unhappy. So that makes me smile a little bit. I'm at Target trying to get some shopping done, and I came to the candy aisle, of course, Charlie candy, and I saw this already. Look, it's already haunting me. 2 things of eggs, 2 yogurts, well, my beef jerky, my milk, and cheese. $30. 30. Eggs are, that's an 18 each. That's $4, $3.99 each. A flat of eggs is like $11 right now. 11 bucks. Yeah, we had an earthquake, not too long ago, about half hour ago, 40 minutes ago or something. Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. There it is. Yeah, they're going to Hollywood and Highland. Oh, speaking of Hollywood and Highland, they had the Fall Guy premiere in Hollywood yesterday. While we were doing the orientation, they were doing the premiere. It looks pretty cool. I mean, really, really cool. I wish I could have been there to see it. Oh, boy. This has been quite the busy day. But another big load of stress has been lifted. I was talking to my housing director. It's like, rent. So I'm gonna pay later. He says, no, you're good, you're good. Now there's all right. So do you remember, like, there was like a big problem to move in that day here? There was a delay with the promissory note and all this or all that. And the new person here, I like him because he's really sharp, and he makes it poignant that he says he has to because he lives here. So yeah, he always has his ear to the floor, so to speak. So, and he knows. What's the cool thing is he's got access to all the video cameras in the building, so he sees what and who and where and when what. So when he's seeing, he's got the recording. So anyhow, so rent. Okay, I'm good. We got a check coming in every week. We got a check every other week. Dude, we're cool. See? And that's why I am not a dreamer in the sense that I'm going to rely on YouTube to make money. Huh, I wonder if they're going to remove it or just redo it. Seems like they're reducing the frequency of transportation stops. It's really nice right now. It's like 70 degrees, a little bit breezy, and a lot cooler if you happen to be walking in the shade, especially with the breeze going. It really feels that much cooler. So, and then not only got the rent thing on the promissory note thing. Yesterday when I was coming back, or actually today when I was going back to the house, I noticed that they put up, kind of sucks when they're unannounced, but I guess they do it for a reason. Mandatory house meeting on the 3rd. And I'm like, I can't be here. It's from like 12 to 1. I'll be at Universal Studios doing the on-site tour. And then I showed him, I showed the guy the thing. I'm like, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem, don't worry about it. You know, I can't be here. I'd rather take a strike on the housing than to miss a first day of orientation week. So, yeah. That'll cut your chances right in half, if not more. Yeah, we won't bother to ask that guy. But not a bad day. Not a bad day. I hope it's a little warmer. I think it may be a little warmer. It looks really good. I think the weekend, maybe Saturday, Sunday, probably a little bit of May gray, possibility, chance of maybe some showers here, there, somewhere. But definitely a lot cooler than we come back up. But it is May gray, June gloom. It's all in the algorithms. Shit, it's just one big fucking matrix. Oh yeah. All right. But getting paid, dude, I am so stoked. Getting paid every week is going to be a plus. It's going to be so much easier now. It will be so much easier. So much easier. That's a treat in itself. Comments good or bad, please post if not email. Folks, have a great day, and I'll post as soon as I can. Love y'all. Stay safe, be smart, and be kind. It's never ending. A dispersal order, I think issued about a half hour ago. This is UCLA. I think USC has a little bit of... USC is like... Dude, they're erecting barricades. They're reinforcing their Look at that. They got the plywood. And they got those things propping up the plywood boards. Incendiary. Crap, I just woke up before. Oh, excuse me. Hold on a second. It's not even 4 a.m. It's like 3:50 in the morning. I just woke up before my alarm went off. The news doesn't come on until 4, but this has been happening. 300 cops. I hope no one behind those barricades are armed, but this does not look well, folks. There's well over 300 encampees. Encampees. Not canopies, but encampees. Look at this. Look at all the line of police officers. CHP, LAPD, and local authorities. Someone who was on the other side of the wall.
Which is crazy because last night I came late and I wasn't here when the Zionists were doing this stuff.
The Zionists?
They didn't. I don't think they arrested any of them, and they were actually like agitating. Like
what made it apparent that you needed to get out of there?
This guy basically just bailed.
Because we saw you kind of racing out.
He's a pro-Palestinian.
The tone shifted. Like everyone in there, like they fought really hard and they put their backs into it. They fought for what they believed in, but like they were scattering. Like there was no more cohesion. Like there was no one holding any line anywhere. So at that point, I was like, everyone's gonna get arrested. I just did my LSAT.
Are you a student here at UCLA?
No. I go to CSUDH.
No, probably no longer.
So I'm gonna be a lawyer one day, and I feel like I could help more.
Oh,
You know, like honestly, if I was the one that jumped, it would.
America's future, y'all. America's future. They'll be supporting you guys. Maybe. Not.
Who are not UCLA students, those agitators,
Those bastards. The whole thing looks now like a aftermath of a homeless encampment. So kind of basically, right? They were homeless for the duration that they were here, a week or whatever. What a mess. Idiots. Parents are idiots too. Elaine, you ever have any kids that are idiots? I'll disown you.
You're shifting now to the cleanup process.
Yes, well, we're still handling. There's still students and protesters on scene here in the campus, so we're handling that task at hand first. Once we move on past that, then we'll move on to the cleanup process.
Any word on how many people were arrested?
We don't have those exact numbers as of yet, but we do know that it's in the hundreds of
Fuck. Oh, yeah, boy.
California Highway Patrol.
I mean, with all these situations, there's always something new. We saw
Yesterday when I got home and they were talking, they were asking, actually, they were having demands. There was a young lady that was, I guess, the representative for the pro-Palestinian encampment there. And they were putting down, they don't want the school to block access to food and water for them. They were also asking for food and water and snacks, among several other things, including, I shit you not, I'll try to find the story, zip ties. They wanted zip ties. That way they can, because they've been bracing all the barricades and everything together, and they've been locking them together with the zip ties. They wanted assistance to keep their lockdown in place. The one reporter says, well, you know, they put themselves, you guys put yourselves in a predicament that you were holding steadfast about this whole situation. You were adamant about it. Yet you're wanting help to be, we're just doing what we think is right and all this. Idiots.